As a child, every slumber party I attended had its round of ghost stories. The one that fascinated and scared us the most was Bloody Mary. We all knew the drill. You stand in front of the mirror, lights out, and chant her name 3 times. Of course, every time we did it, nothing happened. Until Emily's 13th birthday party. Emily's family had just moved into an old Victorian home, complete with creaking floorboards, high ceilings, and an ancient full-length mirror in her room. It was the perfect setting for our ritual. Late that night, after everyone was full of cake and soda, we gathered around the mirror, lit a solitary candle, and began chanting, "Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary." At first, nothing happened. The dim candlelight flickered, casting eerie shadows on our faces. Then suddenly, the air grew cold. The candle went out on its own. We fumbled to turn on the lights, our laughter nervous and forced. And when they finally flickered to life, we saw it. There was an extra face in the mirror. It was a pale, twisted reflection, but not of any of us. Her eyes, dark and hollow, stared intently at Emily. Panicking, we turned away from the mirror, too scared to look back. When we did, the face was gone. The night continued, and we all tried to put the game behind us, blaming our overactive imaginations. But Emily was quieter, her gaze frequently darting to the mirror. The next morning, I was the last to leave. As I headed towards the door, I noticed Emily standing still, facing the mirror. Her reflection was off. She looked paler, her movements sluggish. "Are you okay?" I asked, but she only replied with a distant, "I'm fine." Over the next few weeks, Emily changed. She became withdrawn and rarely came to school. When she did, she looked tired, her skin ashen. Dark circles marred her once bright eyes. She stopped answering calls and texts. I decided to visit her one day unannounced. Emily's mother, looking distraught, let me in, expressing concern about her daughter's sudden change. I made my way to Emily's room and found her sitting in front of the mirror, staring blankly at her reflection. "Em?" I called out. She turned her head slowly, and I almost screamed. Her eyes were now as dark as the mysterious woman's had been. They seemed empty. "It's her," she whispered hoarsely, pointing to the mirror. "She's taking over." I didn't understand, but I felt an icy dread. Emily's reflection in the mirror smirked, while the real Emily in front of me looked terrified. In a desperate attempt, I grabbed the mirror, pulling it off the wall, but as it crashed to the ground, shattering into a million pieces, Emily collapsed too. The paramedics said it was sudden heart failure, but I knew better. The game of Bloody Mary hadn't summoned a ghost into the mirror. It had let one out, and now wherever those shards of the mirror ended up, she'd be there, waiting for her next victim.